On here live to bring you your what's the tea for the weekend. First out the deck, we're gonna pull your affirmation for the weekend. I'm gonna make sure I place it in my shorts tab as well. So you will have it. I just got a notification. Confirmations. This is your message. If you are seeing me, even if you watch the replay, this is for you, okay? Your energies for the weekend. Release and trust. I stopped fighting my fears and the hardships of life. I control my thoughts, live in the present moment, and accept each stage of life. I work on what I have power over and put into God's hands what I can't change. I trust that everything will work out for the best. Okay, so it looks like some of you had a rough week. Yeah. Some things that you had to face this week, some fears you probably had to face this week. You had to work on living in the present moment, things that pushed you to basically live in your now and not worry about what's coming next, right? And God stretched you this week, possibly, where you had to just put all your faith and trust in Him. Trust. I trust life and my strengths. Each moment guides me to the fight. Everything on my path is placed there for my growth. Yes, your lessons, your trials, anything you had to face this past week were lessons for you to grow. Okay, you are in transition. You are in your next journey. You are on your next journey in your life. And you were forced to stop fighting your fears. Release those hardships you've been through. I know they're still messing with you from the past. People may still be trying to come up from the past, saying things to you even though you already have them blocked or you're already, I keep hearing, excommunicate yourself from them. So you had to release. You have to release to receive what you have coming next. You cannot take the past pain, the past fears, the past hardships, the past disappointments, the past mistakes with you. You go in clean, fresh, new, ready to receive everything that God has for you next. Okay? Because this weekend, yeah, this weekend, you are releasing. You're saying, okay, I trust God, I let go. And I'm gonna let the chips fall where they may. Pretty much. Right? Okay. So let's get it. Your weekend tea. Let's go. Ooh. All right. Last straw and hookup. Okay. Fling with benefits, non-committal, last straw, limitations, breaking point, overwhelmed. Okay. Some of you were in a situation you had to release because it was taking you to your break point. Possibly you dealt with it this week. Hi, my loves. Possibly you dealt with it this week and it really pushed you to your limits. You're like, okay, I realize that this is my limit with this. I don't want it no more. I'm releasing it. I'm trusting God and I'm ready for better. Thank you, love. Thank you. And it possibly was with the individual that you had a fling with, benefits with, a non-committal relationship with, back and forth, off and on. Hi guys. Hi softball 13 yay. I don't know how to say these words, these names correctly, y'all. Y'all are tripped with these usernames. But anywho, so you're having to release the pain of that situationship, non-committal relationship or hookup, and trust that okay, you are headed in the right direction. Because yes, it did take you to your breaking point for sure. All right, let's get some more. What else for this weekend's energy? So you guys are releasing the past, getting centered this weekend, and having faith going forward, okay? So take some time out this weekend if you need to. Journal. If you have some thoughts arise, take some time out. Some of you, I see you're going to be turned this weekend. You're going to be hanging out, partying. Some of you, sex, drugs, and alcohol, indulging in surface pleasures. Be careful to not allow your thoughts to drive you into surface pleasures this weekend, okay? You're doing releasing. You're healing. You're trusting the process. So do not allow that new energy you're getting from healing, from releasing, the strength and the trust that you're gaining within to go to the other side, okay? Stay centered, stay focused. It's okay to party. It's okay to have fun with your friends and your family, whomever you're with. Just know your limits, okay? Sometimes some of you don't know your limits when it comes to partying and drinking alcohol. Know your limits, okay? Don't push your body past your limits. Because when you push your body past your limits, you cannot process what you're supposed to be processing, okay? All right, spiritual narcissist, spiritually egotistic, superiority complex, spiritual manipulation. Okay, someone that was a narcissist. It possibly was a narcissist with this individual. Sudden realization, feeling inspired, insightful awareness. Yeah, you're done. You're basically this weekend. You're saying no to a non-committal situation. You have finally realized that it's not good for you. You have finally realized your boundaries on it, and you are finally trusting yourself enough to let it go, because you wasn't growing in this situation. It wasn't producing nothing creative inside of you. Okay, everything made you feel just bound. This person possibly used spirituality against you. You are probably one of my spiritual beings, so they try to use that against you. Okay. All right, what else this weekend? Salty, feeling wrong, bitter, and dramatic, and jealousy. Okay, someone could be salty with you this weekend. Someone that feel wrong by you, they're bitter, they're jealous, they're probably trying to be a little dramatic with you, but release it and trust that every negative thing that you come up against is for your growth. Okay, you said you had this was over with. Okay, well, here's a test to see if you're really over with that situation. Okay, thank you so much for the hair compliment. I appreciate you, love. All right, let's get a few more for what's the tea this weekend. All right, anything else? Lift off, fast action, progressive forward, the wait is over. Yeah, you're no longer waiting. You're no longer waiting on this individual, this situation. You're no longer waiting on things to get you down. You're just, like I said, moving forward. That's all you're focused on, moving forward. Receipts in the reverse. Evidence, guilty as charged, exposed. You possibly wanted some receipts on this individual, or thought you was going to wait on receipts before you made your decision to just leave this situation in the past, but you don't need that. You are realizing you don't need that. Okay, you are trusting yourself. You are being urged to trust yourself by your guides, by your spirit team, by God. Okay, someone could possibly be trying to throw shade this weekend, criticizing, disrespect, judgmental. It's this salty person, though. It's this salty person, but they're not expecting you to just not say anything, release it. It's a plot twist for them. Sudden change for them. They're going to feel like, oh, you switched up on me all of a sudden. So you probably was entertaining this back and forth this week, right? And then this weekend, you just drop the hammer down and say, that's enough. I had enough. The wheel has turned, I'm hearing. The cycle is over, I'm hearing. Okay. Anything else? Petty, immature, small-minded, insignificant, drama. Yeah, this person could have been very petty with you, small-minded, and cause a lot of drama. You could also have somebody that may try to cause drama with you this weekend that's very small-minded. Okay, some of you could be finding out you're pregnant. Congratulations this weekend. Baby's on the way expecting. Or some of you could find out some news about this with the individual that I'm talking about. Notifications are confirmation. I just got one. This person, you could find out that they have a baby on the way with someone else. Okay, that's the plot twist, but that's going to be your last straw to say, okay, I'm done. I'm not doing this no more. It's a waste of my time. And if you're not already in this energy, you will get there this weekend for sure. Okay, yeah, like I said, bossing up, self-empowerment, leading the pack. Yeah, you're gonna boss up for sure. You're not accepting this behavior no more. It's time for you to rise. Okay? It's time. All right. I love you guys. I just wanted to come on and give you a quick what's the tea. Again, I'm going to put your affirmations in my shorts tab if you want to speak them over yourself for this weekend. And if you resonate with this reading, make sure you give me a like, a share, and a heart. Drop your hearts below. Drop your hearts so I know you are rocking with your girl. And if you would like to book a personal reading, my personals are open. heartlineintuitive@yahoo.com. And my Cash App is Heartline333 if you would like to donate to this channel. Also, I just got on TikTok. So, hey, look your girl up, Heartline Intuitive on TikTok. I love you guys so much. See you next time.